Mhm. Great morning, great morning. Hello, hello. How y'all doing out there?
How's that look?
That's it.
That's better right there, right?
Hmm. Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope y'all doing well this morning. We're gonna give it a few minutes, let a few more people jump on. It is our normal Monday, 9 o'clock business talk.
Slide on over so they can see you. They don't want to see me.
Great day to you, everybody. Hello, hello. When you first get on, drop your city and your state. Let us know where you're joining from. Drop your city and your state. Let us know where you're joining from. This is Business Talk Monday. Eric's sitting over here, y'all. I know y'all on TikTok. Y'all probably don't see him, but he right there. So we're gonna talk a little business talk this morning. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, share. Hit that bell if you're on TikTok. I mean, if you're on YouTube, hit that bell so you can get the notifications when we are live, when we are on.
Shells, great day to you.
Thank you, Shells. Great day, great day.
Ruth, great day to you.
Hello, good morning, Ruth.
Drop y'all city and state. Let us know
Let us know where y'all tuning in from.
I mean, we kind of remember. But
yeah, we
old.
remember the those that are on all the time. We kind of remember you guys. Oh, Ruth is Connecticut. Okay.
Yeah, we're old, so
I ain't claiming that.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I can't remember all this stuff.
We ain't old.
Can't remember all this stuff.
We are not claiming that. Great morning, Angelina, Columbia, South Carolina. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well this morning.
Oh, you know what? I got one more thing I have to do.
Thanks for joining, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe let me click. Maybe not.
So we're gonna get started here in a little bit. Just make sure that you let us know where you are joining us from, so that we could see where we are reaching. All right. So we're gonna be talking some business talk as we always do on Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Whether it's business, actual business, or personal finances. We're gonna be talking about that today.
It's all business.
You don't have to give knowledge.
You don't have to give knowledge that we all want.
You give knowledge that we all want. Okay.
I think that's
trying
it.
to understand.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You give knowledge that we all want.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ruth.
Hey, that's good. that makes us feel. That makes us feel good.
Yeah.
On the content. Yeah. On the content sense. If y'all could see the screen on TikTok. If y'all can see the screen on TikTok, do me a favor and tap tap. Tap tap.
The screen in the background.
Yeah.
The TV in the back.
TV in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, she was saying you don't have to remember the states.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So, I'm Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
I'm Clyde.
I'm Bonnie.
All right, we on track this morning. So, hey, man, you know what? Sunday was nice and relaxing.
It was a relaxing day.
It was fast. It went fast, but it was nice and relaxing. Hopefully, y'all had a nice day yesterday. It was pretty. For us,
it was a nice day.
Got to do some family stuff, barbecue, got in the pool, got a little relaxed time because that's when you work in your business or working a job, it's a challenge, man, to be able to get those down days. So it's amazing to be able to do that.
So you have to find the time, guys, to do something for yourself, do something for your family, because it's important. We're in the hustle and bustle every day. Monday through Friday, sometimes every day, 7 days a week. So you have to at some point, find some time for yourself
and your family,
self-love, and family love.
Too, but definitely self.
Definitely self, but you want to find time for your family as well. Whether it's just going to take a walk at the park or just, having time to yourself to get a book and read or something. Just, get some time for yourself and for your family.
So, man, where do I get started?
Ms. Ruth said we got barbecue by the sun yesterday.
Hey,
you did? My goodness.
When it was hot, because it was overcast for a little while. We got a little shower. But when it was hot, it was hot. It was hot. I appreciate all the days, though. I appreciate all the days. The ones that are hot, the ones that are not, the ones that are, raining. I appreciate them all. I'm learning how to appreciate them more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on out there, and it's a lot of people out there who are looking. And I don't know if you guys could see the write-up on Facebook and the ones that actually see it on YouTube. So we want y'all to make sure y'all go make it to our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
In the details on TikTok, as well as in the details on Facebook and YouTube, we have our information as far as how to follow us, how to subscribe. But you want to put it out now in the beginning, or you want to do it afterwards? Let's do it now and do it again.
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay, so just a reminder, just a quick reminder, we are hosting 5 days of summer giveaway.
Yep.
So that means starting today, we will be giving away one $25 gift certificate every day to one lucky customer.
Yep.
Whether you're a customer or not, whether you shop with us or not,
right,
you're still a customer.
Yep.
You can actually register, and the way that you register is you have to find us on YouTube.
Yep.
Have to go to YouTube, and you have to subscribe.
Yep.
What does that mean? What does that look like? Go to the blanks spot. Go to youtube.com/the blanks spot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you scroll back up on TikTok, you'll see it. For those of you on Facebook, you already know it. It's on there as well.
Yep.
The blanks spot YouTube/the blank spot.
Yep.
And what we need you to do is we need you to subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've subscribed, comment "I'm done."
Yep.
And then I need you to message us your email address on whatever platform you're seeing this. Now, there may be some people who have said, "Hey, I'm done," but we didn't get an email address.
Right. So, guys, the only way that you can enter the drawing is with the email address. So we have to have your email address. So just saying "I'm done" is not enough. We need you to send us your email address so that we can put your email address into the drawing. Okay. The drawing is going to be held every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you have to give us your email and subscribe by 3 p.m. Okay. Now, once you subscribe, you don't have to keep doing it over and over again because your name is going to stay in the hat, okay, for the prize for the week.
Yeah, we got this cool digital wheel that Dee found. So we can, put your name on the wheel or your email address on the wheel.
Yep.
We click the wheel, click, and start turning, and picks a winner. So, but like she said, you only got to register one time, but we definitely need you to register by subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And then messaging on whatever platform you're seeing this, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, whether it's TikTok, or even Instagram. Even though we don't have it up right now, we announced it last night. And all you got to do is register. We need that email address so we can actually manually add it to the clicker.
Yep.
Here's the deal. If you just say "I'm done," then that means that we got to go and research your email address, and
Right.
we don't want to do that.
We got to make it easy, guys.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
We're already doing that. So, I don't know why this. So
No,
small.
Angelina, your name will stay. Your name will stay in the hat.
Yeah. So
even if you win.
Yeah. So even if you win, you still have a chance to win the other days.
Yep.
And you only have to register once. And this
Yep.
is our way of kind of giving back to our customers. So anyway, we talking about money, y'all. Something that a lot of people want, but a lot of people don't want to talk about.
I want to talk about.
Quick question, man. How many of y'all have businesses? How many of y'all out there have businesses, but you call your business a side hustle?
Or that thing.
Or that thing that you do besides your job. Something that you do on the side. Everything that you're doing to keep from, you're doing everything you can do to keep from calling it a business. Well, without understanding how business is, without understanding how business runs, without understanding financial education, then your business is not going to run properly.
It's not going to run properly. It's not going to get the benefits that you're entitled to.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, having a business has perks.
Has its privileges, yeah.
Okay.
So Ruth says, I'm trying to call it that, LOL. All right.
All right.
When you say LOL, anytime you say LOL, we know you're serious. It's a struggle. It is.
It is a struggle.
Shell's she raised her hand. Hey, listen.
Yep.
All you have to do is this, and it doesn't have to necessarily be an LLC, although we recommend that you have one due to liability issues to protect yourselves. But I want everyone to say this with me. I have a product or a service. I have a business, and I am working my business with an attempt to make a profit. Once again, I have a product or service that I offer to people, right? I have a business, and I am attempting to make a profit. That's all you got to do. Then you got to keep some good records.
Yeah.
And you got to understand how finances work. Everything else will start to fall in line.
Yeah.
You got to surround yourself around people who understand business and the things that it's going to take to help you be successful. Okay. Yeah. Great day to you, Renee.
Great morning. Great morning.
And we got another Facebook user that jumped on. We can't see your name.
Can't see your name on Facebook.
But drop your city and state, also your name. So we have some trainings that we've done. We have trainings. We have several businesses. Mm-hmm. One of our businesses, our parent company, is National Business Builders, where we teach business building, business and personal finances, business education, and business funding. Mm-hmm. From that, we've taken information and we kind of slid it over. To the Blank Spot Academy, so we can actually share the information without you guys being confused. I don't want to confuse anybody. We don't want to confuse anybody. We're coming on here as the Blank Spot talking about another company, but we want to keep it kind of organized.
Yeah.
So if you see these classes or these trainings on a PowerPoint or some type of visual aid, and this time TikTok guys, you got a chance to see what we're doing.
Yeah.
If you see this, then we want it to be coming from the Blank Spot. Big Boy Prince, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. Out of Dallas, Texas. So we're gonna go ahead and get it cracking. Okay, go get it cracking. What most people don't understand about money, man, I could write a book about.
It's a lot that most people don't understand about money.
Yeah, I know, and I know it shouldn't have been a question mark, should have been an explanation. But I want it to be a question.
Yeah, and a lot of times we bring that not understanding about money into our business.
Yeah.
And when that happens, our businesses don't succeed, right? They don't succeed.
Check us out. Ruth said we're frozen. Hopefully we're good now.
Hopefully we're good.
Had a message come in, unfortunately, but yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
Is it still frozen?
Let us know if you guys can see us now on TikTok.
And that's an awesome reason to go to the YouTube.
There you go. Because I think YouTube is pretty good right now.
Yeah.
So,
but you'll be able to see this. You'll be able to see this again on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So we're good. Thank you, Show.
Here's what I want to talk about. It's 2022, man. 2022, and people are still struggling financially. They are still struggling financially.
Yeah.
Whether they got a job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and a business on the side, they still struggling. Why do you think that is? It's because people lack financial education.
Yep.
And there's this huge discussion going around. I don't know what the discussion is because it's really irrelevant. But people are talking about financial literacy versus financial education. And they'll say stuff like, hey, I need to get financially literate. I need to get financially literate. But I want y'all to think about this. And to me, words are powerful.
Words are powerful.
To me, words are powerful. I want you to go back to school. Excuse me. I want you to go back to school age. And I want you to think about, the kid that could read really well. The kid that can read really well. They had some great dictation. They can write well. They can read well. But they had problems taking tests.
Yeah.
See, it's a difference between being literate and being educated.
Mm-hmm.
An educated person is going to understand how to talk, how to articulate. They're going to understand how to relate. And they're also going to understand how to apply things to their lives.
Right.
But just because I can read and write, that doesn't mean I'm educated. That just means I'm literate. So great day to you, Shakia.
Yeah, Shakia.
Oh yeah.
We got it, girl.
We're in the game.
Great morning.
Thanks for jumping on. So if y'all are just jumping on, we're going to be talking about some factors in our lives, both personal and business. So personal that's going to affect our business.
Yep.
So the thing that most people don't understand about money. So this is the financial freedom game of life. Now I talked about this before, but I didn't give you guys any visual aids.
Right.
And my coach always makes it a point. He says, hey, you know what? People want to see visual aids. We know everybody learns differently and everybody processes differently. The last thing that I want to do is tell somebody what their problem is.
Right.
Even though we can kind of figure out by talking to people, because we are financial educators, we can find out by talking to people what their issues are or may be. But I've learned over the course of several years that it's easier to show somebody something and let them figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
Let them kind of see it themselves than to tell them. Because if you tell somebody something derogatory or not derogatory, but opposite of what they're thinking or what they were taught, then they're going to be standoffish. They're going to back up all the way. So Renee says, I'm struggling hard to push my business every day. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a job, Renee? And if so, do you work every day? And if so, if it's a struggle, or is it a struggle to go to your job? See, oftentimes people are not going to, I'm not going to say it shouldn't be a challenge to get up and push your business, but it's yours. A lot of us.
Right. It's yours. And you should push that business as much as you push going to work and striving to climb that corporate ladder. If that's what you're doing, you should push that business even more than that. Right. Even more than that.
She's clowning, man. Shakia is talking about. She see it. She wanted to see her name pop up on the screen.
Oh.
All right.
Oh yeah, she came over here.
Yeah. So we are live on several platforms, and the people that are on the platforms can't see our screens. It's not inverted, so you can read the screen. So, but no, you just gotta think about that. So I want you to think about something that we were never taught in school. And unfortunately, we go to schools and platforms like that, traditional platforms like that, to learn things.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be taught that. And stop getting upset about why they didn't teach me this in school. They ain't teaching it in church, and most of us ain't getting it at home either. It's a reason why. I'm not going to play the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why. This country, this great country that we live in, I don't know. I mean, that's a couple of places I think about living. And I'm trying to convince my wife to move on to another country, but
another country,
for right now, this is where we are, and we're gonna make the greatest opportunity out of it.
Yeah.
So you just got to think about it. You got to think about it. This country is the greatest country in the world, but we got people struggling. In 2022, why is that? Because of the way we were conditioned and groomed.
Yep.
The way we look for information, the way we want to be educated,
Mm-hmm.
the way we choose to look for information. Okay? So, I'm not going to slide this down just a little bit, make it just a little bit smaller. Having some Mac issues. There you go. Okay. So, first question I got for y'all. And once again, I'm not here to judge anybody. This is the same information that was shared with us, and it made us think. Start provoking information. Do you have $1 for every hour that you've worked? If you work a job, or if you ever worked a job, do you have $1 for every hour that you've worked? I don't know if you guys are into sports, but I want you to think about football or any sports or any sport that has 4 quarters, because there's 4 quarters in the financial game of life.
Yep.
So you read the first 2 quarters, and I'm gonna read the second 2 quarters.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the first quarter is going to be, we're going to do this like your age, right? Age 25 through 35. That's the first quarter of your life, right? The second quarter is ages 35 to 45.
So let's talk about those first 2 quarters. From age 25 to 35. 25, you just getting out of college.
Yeah.
If you went to college.
Most likely.
You are most likely getting a job or looking for a job, and you have been taught a whole bunch of stuff. You've taught a whole bunch of things in school.
Yep.
But along with that, a lot of people have debt.
Yep. Coming out of school with debt.
Coming out of college with debt. So you got that, and you got that 25 to 35, you're strong, you're energetic, and you're ready to take on the world. These are the beginning of your working years.
Right.
And you need to understand that. 35 to 45, most people have families by that time.
By that time, yep.
Kids are in middle school, maybe even high school. And they're getting ready to transition to college.
Yep.
Once again, you got mortgages, you got car loans, you got your student loan debt, maybe some credit card debt. You got some things going on.
That's that second quarter.
The third quarter is 45 to 55, and your fourth quarter is 55 to 65. Now look at the third quarter. Third quarter, 45 to 55. You're getting close to that AARP age. You know what I'm saying?
AARP.
Everywhere you go, you get off of senior citizen discounts.
Yeah, that's true.
But how much have you learned in life about money and about finances?
In that third quarter.
Yeah. So you're getting close to the fourth quarter where, your house should be almost paid for. You should be out of debt. You should be assisting your kids if you had to.
Right.
Whatever your thought process of them getting through college, you may even have some grants by this time.
Yep.
But at 65, that's it. Because if you are investing, and I don't want to be all over the place, but if you are investing at this point in time, at age 65, you should be actually at age 60, you should be investing in a very controlled investment.
Yeah.
Something that is not risky. Something that is very moderate or low risk. Yeah. Because you're running out of time. OT is out of time.
And that's the last one, y'all. Out of time.
You don't have the catch-up time to make that money.
Nope.
I want you to understand something. From age 25 to about 55, 60, those are pretty much our working years.
Yep. And that's why Eric asked, we want to ask this question, right? So do you have $1 for every hour that you've ever worked when we're talking about these quarters? And that's what we call the financial game of life. Do you have $1 for every year, for every hour that you worked?
Okay, so Renee says, no, I'm not working right now. I have a home-based business for almost 3 years, and you were in education. Okay, cool. Okay. Congratulations. Ruth, LOL, thanks. God, I found my first quarter. Okay. So, you know what?
Sounds really bad in the third quarter.
Don't worry about so much where you are, as much as the time that we have left and the understanding of where you are and how powerful that is and how it could be.
Right.
Sounds really bad in the third quarter. It's not bad in the third quarter. I'm in the third quarter.
We're in the third quarter.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm happy.
And listen.
Leave me alone. Don't talk about the third quarter being bad. It's a good thing. All right. And listen, Linda, we're in the third quarter.
We're in the third quarter, and listen, it was the end of our second quarter when we got the information that we're sharing with you guys right now.
Yeah.
So it's never too late, but you have to know, okay, what quarter am I in? Do I have $1 for every hour that I've worked? And then you have to start putting things in place to get you to where you need to be, so that you're not in OT out of time. Right?
So we got Shakia and Big Boy. They having a nice conversation. I'm glad y'all greeting each other. That's what's up.
That's great.
We all
because they both from Florida.
Yeah, we all. No, he's out of Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's a small world.
Yep.
On the network. Thank God I'm in the second quarter. Hey, so now we got to do something with it.
Yep.
Okay. We got the knowledge since we were in our second quarter.
Yeah.
Which means we were behind.
We were behind.
Okay? You can't go to a game. You can't go to a full 4-quarter game and only start playing in your second quarter. That means the first quarter the other team has gotten up on you. So you got to be careful about that.
Right.
But also, just because you may be the other team may be ahead and you may be a little bit behind, that don't mean you can't keep.
That doesn't mean that you can't catch up.
Yeah.
So don't think of it that way. We just wanted you to think about this question, because when I first saw this, I was like, $1 for every hour. Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
50 cents.
Nope. Yeah.
A quarter.
Nope. So let's put this thing in
Didn't
perspective.
have any of that.
Let's put this thing in perspective, okay? So people talk about all the time, if I had $1 million, what I would do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say during the course of 40 years, somebody has worked 40 years and they averaged $25,000 a year. Now, this is on the low end, okay, because it's 2022 now. But all you have to do for all the mathematicians out there, and even if you're not good with numbers, take out your phone. Take out your phone and cheat. 25,000 times 40 years equals $1 million. So a lot of people talk about what they would do if they had $1 million and how they would quit their jobs. But oftentimes it's going to take the average person that doesn't understand financial education,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't understand how finances work. It's going to take them 40 years to even have had $1 million run through their hands.
And most people don't even know that they've had $1 million to run through their hands. But we have all these obstacles in life that keep us from seeing that money, right?
Yeah. So Big Boy said invest. That's true. We have to invest. We also have to be educated on that as well.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't even know where to get started.
Right.
We're going to talk about a little bit of that later on throughout the year. Angelina said, I don't have a penny for every hour right this moment. Well, and I know you're joking and you may be serious at the same time. But the great thing about it is look at the quarter that you're in right now.
Right. And it's not too late to catch up.
Yeah.
But I think this is a great question this morning because I think that, we want to get people to thinking about your finances and think of it that way. If you don't have $1 for every hour that you work, then maybe it's time for you to start putting something in place so that you're not OT, which is out of time.
So Ruth says, I'm between the first and second quarter. I am so grateful. Excuse me. So I'm grateful. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't read. I'm very literate.
So I'm grateful for you and the knowledge you're pouring out to us.
Oh,
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Ruth.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is nothing more than something that was passed.
It was passed to us, so we want to make sure that we're passing it along to you guys.
But you got to put things in perspective.
Yeah.
See, most people when they jump into business, they just jump into business. They take they rip their shirt open and they play Superman or Wonder Woman and they say, hey, you know what? I'm starting a business, and we don't have an iota of understanding
of what that's like.
And I've said this before. If you jumped on any of our calls, I said this before. If your personal finances are jacked up and you start making money in business, just imagine what's going to happen with your business finances.
Yep, you're going to bring that same behavior over to your business, which if you do that, your business is not going to succeed. It's going to fail.
So $1 million over a period of 40 years, okay? Now I know somebody's probably saying, "Well, what about taxes?" Not my problem. Not my problem. Because as business owners, we should learn how to legally lower our taxes to the legal lowest limit. We can't control certain taxes, but we can control federal taxes and state taxes if you're paying them. And the way that you do that is by having a home-based business and by having other assets that you can write off legally, morally, and ethically.
Yeah, and those are the perks that you get for having businesses, and that's why we talk about that.
So it's very important that you understand this as you go through life. Great day to you, Courtney. It's very important that you understand this as you're going through life, working a job, having a business, and then saying, "Well, you know what? I think I might quit my business because I got a raise on my job." The things that you need to write off are not going to go away. You're still going to need those advantages, learning how to leverage things. So, but anyway, imagine you worked 2,000 hours per year, and on average, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's about 1960
or something like that.
1960 hours.
That's if you want a 40-hour week work week. Yep.
But imagine working 2,000 hours a year, and then you say, "Hey, how much would it equal me having $1 saved for every hour that I work?" Well, let's see. So before we get into that, we're gonna talk about when society says that we should retire.
Right.
Keeping in mind that a business, home-based business being the most powerful business that you can own.
Yep.
A business is going to help you to position yourself to become financially independent. So they say retirement age is at age 65. Okay, and most people start their career around their early 20s, say 25. That means that you have 40 years of working. Now, 40 hours a week times 50 weeks, because you're going to consider that you're going to take 2 weeks off of vacation. 40 times 50, that's $2,000. That's how we came up with that. Okay?
Right.
So now, and I know this is close, and I apologize because the numbers are close. I should have stretched it out some. But the first one says 5 years. So if I've worked 5 years, and I have worked 5 years, and I have worked 2,000 hours for those 5 years, well, 5 times 2,000 hours is $10,000. So you got to ask yourself, and I'm not asking you to answer this, but you have to ask yourself, do I have $10,000 that I can put my hands on right now? If there's an emergency, or if there's something I want to invest in, or if it's something that I need to do or want to do.
If I've been working 5 years.
And the same thing goes for 10 years. 10 years times 2,000 is $20,000. 15 years times 2,000 is $30,000. And 20 years times 2,000 is $40,000.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me, and nobody talked to us, nobody broke this thing down to us.
No.
You mean to tell me that I've been working for 40 years and I don't have 50 cents for every hour that I've worked? 40 years, 50 cents. That's going to mean at 40 years I would have $40,000. That's what that means. Okay? So $1 could be a stretch. Even if you talk about a quarter. Even if you talk about a quarter, that's about $10,000 after 40 years. We don't have this available for us because we don't have that education.
Yep.
But we still have people, and I'm not beating anybody up, but we have people talking about being literate, financially literate. We're talking about financial literacy because that's what we're repeating somebody else is saying. These conversations are not had in school, nor will they be had in school. People say, well, why aren't they teaching this in school? Because they don't want you to succeed the way that you should succeed.
Right.
They want you to succeed the way they want you to succeed.
Right.
So somebody in the infinite wisdom on this call decided to say, hey, you know what? I'm not making enough money. I'm not getting paid what I should be getting paid. I'm not getting paid my worth. And I want to do some other things. I want to be the owner. I want to be the creator. I want to be the controller. And I'm going to start me a business. But we started a business, ladies and gentlemen, without understanding the financial education. And we took all that non-knowledge, that ignorance that we had as an employee, and
brought it to the business.
And not to insult anybody. I hope by definition we're ignorant. I was ignorant. We took that same understanding or lack of, and we slid it to a business. And we say, hey, we're gonna be successful. But we're robbing Peter to pay Paul. We're hustling backwards. We're doing everything wrong because we're only doing what we know how. We're only doing what we were taught.
Right.
And we say, well, you know what? Mom didn't teach us. Dad didn't teach us. When are we going to stop using that as an excuse? If you guys are just jumping on, we're talking about the financial freedom game. And there's 4 quarters in the financial freedom game of life. If you have a business, if you have a home-based business, keep it. Even if you're not making the money that you want to make, even if you're not seeing the forward progress, you still have tax advantages.
Right.
You can income shift your way to wealth by using tax strategies in a home-based business.
Mm-hmm.
But what you cannot do is save your way to wealth. You can't work your way to wealth.
Nope.
You can't hope
it's
your
not
way to
gonna
wealth.
happen.
Can't do it. You got to have a strategy. You got to have a strategy. So I'm glad this popped up like this. Not sure if you guys can see this clearly on TikTok. And I know it's probably a little small on Facebook and YouTube. But I'm going to read this thing, okay? I'm going to read this. These are some of the challenges that we face, that everybody faces. But we don't understand. But we're going to read this. We're going to read this, guys, from right to left, okay? I'm going to read this from right to left. So we starting on the top right-hand corner where it says the Social Security Administration. And if you listen to some of our lives before, you probably heard us say some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to paint a picture. I want to paint a picture of how people are really, really confused about how money works. You see, the Social Security Administration said that out of 100 people to reach the age of 65, 36 of them died before receiving the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
54 of them are in care facilities or living with loved ones.
Yep.
At the age of 65, you worked your entire life. 5 of them are still working. You know some of those people who are 65 years or older that are still working a job full time. And many of them are not working because they want to. Many of them are working because they have to.
Yep.
See, I can understand somebody working past 60 if they don't have medical benefits.
Right.
But at the age of 65, when Social Security kicks in, for most people around our time right now, even right now, people are working because they have to. So they're still working at 5% of them are still working.
Mm-hmm.
4 of them are financially stable. That means that, hey, they have a pension or a 401k that they invested in that is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know, they're doing what they did what they were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
They may have, their debt under control. They're living in a comfortable situation. But only 1 out of those 100 to reach the age of 65 is wealthy.
Only 1. Now
you may say, well, Eric, I don't want to be wealthy. Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who want to build generational wealth, pass that thing down to the children's children.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be, I have millions and millions of dollars to be wealthy. But we have to have something to pass down other than debt, other than stress, and other than the idea of just working a job.
Exactly.
Something to think about. Miss Angelina says, I've gone through more than $1 million in the past 2 quarters. Wow. Big boy. My goal is to get medical insurance next year. Hey, you know what, man? And I've been doing some research as well. We don't need it because I'm retired. But at the same time, it's something that we have a lot of people that come in here wanting to know about. There are some affordable plans out there.
Yeah.
But
for business owners,
I applaud you, man, because even if you got to get a part-time job or a job just for the benefits and still focus on your business, I'm with you. Okay, I'm with you. So Shell says, if you're a small business, should a CPA do your taxes? It depends. It depends on how big your business, how big your smaller business is. I don't think everyone needs a CPA, but I do think you need the tax education.
You need to educate yourself.
Because if you go to a CPA that doesn't understand your business, or isn't on your side as far as tax savings and tax deductions, then you just basically spitting in the wind.
Yeah.
It's gonna
you
come
want to
right
make
back
sure
at
you educate yourself so that you know that what they're doing, and I'm not saying you need to know everything, but you need to know the basics of what you can and cannot write off with your business. You need to know that stuff.
So, and the fact that you said CPA, it just goes back to the idea that this is what we do. Mm-hmm. We put labels. Mm-hmm. A tax professional doesn't necessarily have to be a CPA.
That's right.
I've met a lot of CPAs who know jack doodle about taxes.
Right.
And only want to do exactly what the government tells them to do instead of looking at the regulations and the tax codes to help you.
To help you.
So you got to be careful.
Business,
you got to be careful who you pick. So that's what the Social Security Administration says. Now going to the right, inflation. These are the things that we run into. Okay, these are the challenges. Inflation.
Yeah.
This diagram says 2 to 3% yearly. It goes up. Right now, we're looking at about 7.5–8% inflation. That's taking your money. Taxes. We're losing about a third of our money in taxes.
Yep. Debt. A third of your money. Third of your income.
And because you're in debt, because you're overpaying taxes, you got to understand that you're gonna have poor credit.
Yep.
68 million or more people got poor credit because they're in debt to the eyeballs. And then the last 1/3 of our money is going to big business. We're being emotional spenders, saying, "Hey, I deserve it because I worked."
Yeah, I know it's a holiday and every year, and what we do, we go spend.
And then let me address something right quick. Shakir, honestly speaking, says 365 says that facts. You got to know the basics. We are too quick to say I'm going to hire a professional and don't know what we hiring to do.
Exactly.
It ain't like somebody just cutting your grass.
Exactly.
It's about somebody manicuring your lawn. You understand what I'm saying? It's the difference between having somebody who's just going to cut your grass and somebody who's going to care for your lawn.
Right.
You got to understand who you're talking to, because at the end
what
of the
they're
day,
doing.
At the end of the day, you're responsible for your tax documentation.
Yeah.
But those are the 5 challenges: inflation, high taxes, debt, bad credit, and then big business.
Yeah.
Now, as I continue to paint this picture, right? Anyway, as I continue to paint this picture, I want you to understand something. And I got to take my picture off of here because I can't see it. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, so we're going to remove the picture real quick. As we go through life and in our business, we have to understand the way things work. If you've ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki, he talks about the cash flow quadrant.
Yeah.
And it's the E, the S, the B, and the I. So on the left-hand side, most people exchange time for dollars, hours for dollars. Time for money, hours for dollars. An employee, they trade time for money. They work, they get paid, and then they tax at a high rate.
The highest rate, yep.
So that means you're going to work, doing all the work, then you're getting taxed. Excuse me, I said that wrong. You're getting taxed, and then you get paid. Okay? So now, the self-employed person is nothing too much different from somebody who's employed. And a lot of us are self-employed. We're working towards, or we may be on the fence of being a business owner. We're working towards being a business owner. Trades time for money. The business works, the business get paid, and then the business is taxed at a lower rate. This is why we need to understand how taxation works.
Yeah. Not
just for your personal, but for your business. As a business owner, most people exchange time for money. Think about it. But as a business owner owns a system.
You own a system. You control the time, right? And then you're taxed at a lower rate. I'll say that again. As a business owner, you own a system and controls your time. And then you're taxed at a lower rate.
So can I be a self-employed business owner? Absolutely.
Yep.
And that's what we're working on right now. We're working on being full business owners, but we know it's going to take some time. But I need you to understand something. You got to have a system. Being self-employed is cool, but all most people do is go from being employed to creating a job for themselves.
Yeah.
Something to think about. Understanding how money works and understanding how the system works. This is not a bad thing. It's a process. And the last thing is an investor. An investor owns investments and they tax at the lowest rate. So I want you to understand something. You can stay an E, but you can't just be an E by itself. You got to be an E and partner yourself with an S, a B, or I for all three in order to improve your financial status and your financial situation. You have to, because if not, we go through life like zombies saying, hey, I'm struggling.
Yep.
And I'm struggling because I don't understand how money works. I'm struggling because somebody told me I had to be literate and not be educated. I don't know how to apply anything to my life. I wasn't taught how to think. And I just went along with the flow. And that overflowed and spilled over into my life. So we got to be careful. Okay. So the next thing it says, stop giving your money to the IRS. How many of y'all out there are still living and dying by a tax refund? That's something to think about. I'm not telling you not to get your tax refund. All I'm saying is this. You have to understand that a refund is nothing more than you overpaying.
You just getting your money back.
So would you go to a restaurant and your bill is $50, you drop them $100 and say I'll be back for the other $50 in 14 months?
Right.
Would you pay your light bill at $150 and give them $300 and say, hey, I'll be back for the other $150? See, because we don't understand how money works,
right?
But we understand how fear works.
Mm-hmm.
We've been told and shown and conditioned how to fear the IRS. Therefore, we don't understand how to do things like correct our W-4. And you hear me talk about this a lot.
Right.
If you got a job, you have to fill out a form called a W-4. W-4 is the form that you fill out when you tell your job how much tax to take out your check. I hear a lot of people saying they're killing me in taxes. No, you killing you.
Because you don't understand. You're not educated. You don't understand that you have control. Okay? You have control over this. You have control to correct that. All right? You have to understand how to fill this form out so that you're not overpaying.
This is going to be
key.
Understand
that.
This is going to be key to creating cash flow to build your business. This is going to be key to creating cash flow to create an emergency fund. This is going to be key to creating cash flow to invest. This is going to be key to creating cash flow to get out of debt. Okay? You got to understand. Most people don't understand why they get taxed. Have you ever seen somebody say, "Man, I make a lot of money, but I pay a lot of taxes every year"? And my CPA, I'm going back to you, Shell. My CPA said that I pay a lot of taxes because I make a lot of money. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Because if I make a lot of money, why am I still working? You know what I'm saying? Let's read some of these comments. I'm not going to read that one because we ain't talking about that. Okay. Do you do a class about how to file an EIN? How to file an EIN? Talking about your taxes? It's if you're talking about filing taxes, we don't do tax classes, but filing with your EIN is nothing more than filing as a business owner and using your EIN instead of your Social Security number. Okay, we can get back to that later on.
My biggest issue is to know how to apply and create the business.
Okay. We can talk offline. Hit us in our messenger, okay? We have slots available.
Ruth. Okay.
Ruth, hit us in our messenger and I'll give you a link that we can set up an appointment, okay? 15 minutes free. You have to create a business before you can file one EIN. Yeah. You have to. So here's the deal. You don't have to have an LLC. That's the biggest lie in the world. I recommend you get one. I strongly encourage that you get one.
Right.
But you can be a sole proprietor
and have an
EIN. Okay.
Yep.
A LLC is recommended. It's strongly encouraged.
Yeah.
Strongly encouraged. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the Facebook. Let me see. We're at Big Boy says my time is
way important than money.
Way more important than money because you can't get time back.
That's right. Then Shaquille said, "Man, that breakdown: employee work, tax first, and paid after business." Yep.
You know why? Because they don't trust employees. The government don't trust employees.
Paid first and then tax. Yep.
Yeah, the government don't trust employees. They trust business owners because business owners are taking that chance. They're taking that risk. So imagine you understanding how tax system works, understanding how money works, understanding how personal finances work, and you have a job and you correct that W-4. You correct it, and you get some of your money back. And then imagine having a home-based business and you adjust it as far as having a business.
Yep.
And imagine you bring back a certain amount of money. In this example, it says $5,000. That's just an example. Okay? Now imagine you take some of your debt, $500.
Yeah,
$500, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Get $500 back after you adjust and correct your W-4, okay, from having a business and filling it out correctly. And then, let's say you take some of that money, you start eliminating some debt. And over a course of time, you eliminate over $2,500 a month going out in debt. That could be $30,000 in debt. That could be $40,000 in debt, whatever it is. Don't overthink it. You just cash flow, though, $500 plus $2,500. $3,000. That money's going back to you, not to the IRS, not to Capital One, not to a mortgage company, not to a car loan company. It's going back to you.
Yeah. And there was a saying a while back when was the housing crisis in 2008. They were saying that if people just had $200 to $300 more per month, that they could have saved their homes. Do y'all know where that $200 to $300 per month could have come from? From them correcting their W-4 and not waiting on that to get their money back at the end of the year.
But we were so busy thinking about a refund.
Y'all,
we
gotta wake up and get educated.
We were so afraid of the IRS and them coming to get us in the middle of the night that we didn't correct our W-4. I mean, people lost their houses because of that balloon. And no banks was going to tell them that they correct their W-4. Some of their CPAs and tax professionals didn't even
tell them.
You know, and it's a shame because we live in a society in this country in 2022 and people are still making the same choices, but it's based off of what they understand and also what they don't understand. I'm going to say that again. People are making choices based off of what they understand and what they don't understand. And I promise you, they ain't got a damn thing to do with being literate.
Nope.
That's my passion. It's got something to do with being educated. So now, slide on to the right as we paint this picture and finish up. You take that $3,000 in positive cash flow, invest it at 8% for 15 years. You can get you an investment calculator. I did. It's over $1 million. I'm not telling you what to invest in. I'm not telling you to invest. I'm not telling you not to invest. I don't want y'all to overthink the process.
Right.
The whole process is this. You can't budget what you don't have. So you can cut back all you want to. But if you don't lower your taxes, if you don't learn how to manage and eliminate your debt, if you don't learn how to make responsible purchases, then you're going to always be living paycheck to Monday.
Yeah.
We're witnesses.
We've been there.
We're witnesses.
Just 7 years ago, we was there.
As grown adults.
In our the end of the second quarter.
Yeah.
That was us. But we learned this information. And that's why we like to teach you guys and let you guys know, listen, we've been there.
So watch this. Even if I start a business today and I don't see a lot of revenue from my business. However, I take a loss in my business and I have expenses. Mind you, I still have a job. I can increase my cash flow just by using tax strategies. And I'm not going to get into that here. If y'all want to talk about that, we can talk about that on a one-on-one. But it's called income shifting. And wealthy people have been shifting their income back into the household for years. We learned how to make our money hit the walls of our home several times, at least 8 to 10 times before we pay a bill. And I know that may not make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but when you understand that you have a business and you hired your child and you paid yourself and you put money into your investment account and you put money back into your business, there's so many things that you can do on so little, but you got to have an understanding of how to properly apply.
Yep.
So this is what we wanted to share with y'all this morning. So y'all don't need to see this no more. So I'm gonna take this off the screen. Okay.
So we hope you all found some value, in what we shared this morning. Like we said, this is stuff that we learned 7 years ago. When we was first getting into business, we teach financial education. And so we pride ourselves on paying it forward, teaching you guys the same thing. Okay. So just wanted to come on and share that with you all.
And we realized that some people, sorry about the interruption on Facebook and YouTube. We realized some people are going to see this and they're just going to, just like a book, it's just going to pass by. It's going to, the page is going to keep on going. We understand that. We're not here. We're not here to tell somebody what to do, convince somebody that they should be doing better. Because if you have to convince somebody that they deserve better or that they should be doing better or could be doing better, you got to convince somebody of that, you're talking to the wrong people. Let's see, big boy, how do you save money if you can't keep the product on the shelf? Big boy, that's a great question. Are you a full-time business owner? I think you are because you're talking about business insurance. The next thing to do, big boy, if you're a full-time business owner and you got so much stuff that you can't keep, your products is going so fast you can't keep money on the shelf. You got to find a way to create another stream of income.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know, like when we first, when we started the Blank Spot, and I've been in retail before, so I think that what helped us to keep product on the shelf is just to reinvest back every penny.
Yeah,
you may not have that luxury to do that, so you may have to take a portion of that, a percentage of that, reinvest back until you can build up that inventory. Okay, but you have to take some type of portion of your sales to build your inventory up. If you don't, then yes, you are going to have a problem with keeping it on shelf.
Well, not he didn't. Well, I think the other problem is being able to save.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Save money. So the percentage also, you got to take anywhere between 3 to 5% and put towards your savings.
Right.
See, as business owners,
right.
And I don't know what your situation is, big boy, but as business owners, sometimes we move a little bit too fast.
Yeah.
And we might quit our job too fast. I'm not saying that's what happened.
Right.
But what I will tell you is we got to have other streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
Our first stream of income outside of our job was we became part of, we joined a network marketing company. Mm-hmm. And that network marketing company helped us to increase our cash flow by lowering our taxes, eliminating debt. It increased our cash flow, but it also gave us the opportunity to build a business.
Yeah.
So we built the business based off the strength of the information that we're sharing with y'all right now.
Right.
And we found customers, we found clients, we found families who wanted to improve their personal finances. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I believe that everybody wants to improve their personal finances. I just don't believe that everybody think they can or have the discipline to do so. Yeah. So I would recommend, sir, that you find another stream of income, something that's not going to interfere with your business, but that's going to add value to your business.
Yeah, or maybe it's something that you can find that's already in your business, just another stream. I'm not really sure exactly what you do, but like, say for instance, like with the Blank Spot, another stream of income for us is, we offer, and this may not be for everybody, but we offer customers to come in and use the equipment. So that's another stream of income for us. So maybe you can find something inside of the business that you have right now that you can do to bring another stream of income in with that same business. That way you can you can have more profit coming in.
Another thing that we did, we create products inside of our business from our existing products.
Do DTF.
So we create products with our current and existing products.
Yeah.
So this is 100 pack of paper. Paper comes in 100 pack.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nobody knew us. Nobody trusted our decision making. Nobody understood where we were coming from and what we were trying to do. So what we did was we created an economy pack. We made it more affordable. It's less sheets, but it's more affordable. We're selling paper now. We're selling our brand and marketing our paper. Here's the deal. We took this one product and created this. We have just as many or more sales from this than we have from this. Mm-hmm. So we learned how to create products inside of our business. And I want you to take a look around your business, big boy. I want you to see where your money is, because there's other things in there.
What can you do? Okay, you say you do DTF. What else can you do with that? Can you teach?
Hey.
People look.
How to?
DTF is very popular right now.
I mean,
don't think of it as, oh yeah, I'm gonna teach this and then now somebody's gonna take my business. You can't think that way.
The other thing is, I need you to message me, Ruth. Message me on TikTok, and I'll send you the information, okay? Ebooks. You can write an ebook. We've written a book as well. We got one book together. We also have a book apart, and we have ebooks. So you're absolutely right, Tangerine. You can write ebooks.
Yep.
You know what? And I know the professor, she'll sign off on this. Mm-hmm. Social media. Monetize your social media.
Yep.
And people think about monetizing social media, saying, "Hey, I got to have a lot of followers." You know, I got to have a lot of followers so I can monetize. But if you get on social media, we're selling on different platforms, and that's another form of monetizing without actually creating a huge following. But people are going to want to know what you're saying. Let me see what she say.
Shakir says you may also have to recalculate your price structure.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
Inflation is kicking people
behind. It's things in here right now that I know I need to go up on the price because the vendor has went up on the price.
Yeah.
So you have to look at things like that. You know, things go up. So you have to look at your price.
And how you divide that money from sales. Absolutely.
That's it. That's what I was saying.
How you allocate that money.
That's what I was saying about, the percentages. You have to see where all that's going.
I'm looking at you, Tangerine. You're right. Digital products are the thing.
Yep.
Once you create a product one time and make it available, you're gonna sell it over and over and over again. That's passive.
Yep.
That's passive. Great day to you, Toya. Thanks for jumping on. Got a couple more people. Thank you for jumping on. I appreciate y'all. Miss Ebony, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Guys, if you just jumping on, I know towards the end you can go back on the YouTube and you can actually see this at another time. You can watch the replay. Go to our YouTube channel. It's The Blank Spot. Also, just let you guys know we're doing a 5-day giveaway. We're doing a 5-day giveaway every day this week. One person's going to win a $25 gift card.
Yep.
In store only.
Yep.
The only thing you're going to get something, you're going to go to Walmart or Hobby Lobby and spend it. Not on duty.
It's going to be a TBS gift card.
So that's
it at TBS.
That's what's happening, okay? And the way that you get involved is that you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once you do that, say I'm done.
Yep.
And then you need to email us your email or
you need to message us your email. Okay, so we can put you in for the drawing. Angelina says I have a notary and wedding services with my custom gift shop.
That's it.
See, so she has 2 other services that she offer, in her gift shop. So that's 2 other streams of income.
Affiliate marketing is another
Affiliate
way.
marketing, yep.
There's lots of things out there. And I know what happens is we get so fixated on our business to where we don't understand that our business needs food. It needs money. And we sometimes we get so much to the point to where we say, hey, you know what? I'm all in. But then we find ourselves robbing Peter to pay Paul. We find ourselves borrowing money, getting into debt to keep our business afloat. It's lots of things. And if you want, man, we can talk offline. Reach out to you afterwards. You reach out to me afterwards and we can talk. Also, the professor may have some answers for you. Great day to you, She Bossy. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Let me see.
Yeah, there's lots of companies out there that offer the affiliate links.
Y'all still clowning me, right? Yeah, I found out how to mirror. Yep, I sure did.
He found it.
I sure did. So yes, Shakira has something in her on her website.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's lots of things but you need another stream of income.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have your business and you're working full time. You still have to create another stream of income. You got to have multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying have multiple businesses. I'm recommending that you create multiple streams inside of
the business that you already have.
If you want to have other businesses, that's cool. But don't stray away so far to where, hey, brother, you're doing DTF and now you're over there selling life insurance.
Right.
Or you're doing DTF and now you're over there, doing parking lot cleanup.
You want to make it relate to each other.
Yeah, it's going to be easier to manage.
Make it relate.
See, this guy here is talking about, So, you got to think about that because I want everybody to be successful. I don't want people who see us to say, hey, they just putting out some garbage. They just, they talking about stuff and it's not really making no sense. And it ain't about, and I promise y'all this, at some point in time, you got to take the information that you hear and you got to do some research.
Listen, don't always go by what we say.
Yeah.
Look, trust but verify. Verify what D and Eric and the Blank Spot is telling you. Don't just go by what we saying. Y'all better go do some research.
So we got a couple of amens on here. So either these people are our friends, which we don't, we met everybody on here online. So either these people are our friends, or what we're saying is making sense. So I want you all to think about this as you go forward with your business. You have to have multiple streams of income. Mm-hmm. If you have a job, you have to learn how to lower your taxes. You have to lower your taxes. If you don't lower your taxes on your job, then where are you going to get more cash flow? You got to do that. Mm-hmm. Got comments packing up.
Great morning, Linda. You're late. Okay, well, go to the YouTube. You can review the post on the YouTube.
Okay, seeking my first lady says I do packages. I'm a photographer. I do t-shirts, furniture. I do mugs. How do I package? Okay, so that's a business question on a business morning. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit you real quick with a business answer. So, hey, you do t-shirts, you do furniture. What type of furniture do you do? And is that furniture relative, or does it relate to your t-shirt company or your design company in some type of way? Okay, you got to think about that. I'm not saying if that's what you're doing, you got to figure out a way to tie them together. Yeah. You say you do rugs. Okay. You do rugs. Rugs is furniture. Mm-hmm. So you have to relate that. Someone asked how to sub the glass tumblers and realized I never tried them, so I went straight to your site and saw they were on sale. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, we got a. So great. Thanks for the plug. We have a inventory reduction sale that we're trying to make room for inventory. And I say try. I usually don't say try, but we're really trying to make room for inventory because we're trying to keep up with these trends and what's new and what the customers want. And we run out of space already. So we're either going to have to get some more retail space on the floor, or I'm cleaning up the back. So we had to do an inventory reduction. So we're reducing our inventory, clear 16-ounce jars and clear 16-ounce jars and frosted 16-ounce jars. They're $7.50, originally $9.99. Yeah. Did you guys freeze up? Or do you have a bad connection? I might have a bad connection.
Have a bad connection.
Yeah, we're in the country, man. I might have a bad
so, Shakira, you've never tried them?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I might have to send you some.
Yeah, matter of fact, send a couple.
I'm going to send you a couple,
Shakira. We're going to send you a couple so you can try. Let me see. What else? Great day to you, Latoya. Yeah, go back and watch.
Yeah, you can go back and watch on the YouTube.
Go back and watch it. Be mindful. By 3 p.m. today, you have to have been subscribed, and you have to message us your email address, because if not, you ain't gonna get in on the raffle, on the giveaway.
And we're gonna be doing it live at 6:00 today. Okay.
6:00 p.m. Eastern
Standard Time. Give away $25 gift card to the blank spot.
You probably say, "Hey, you know what? What can I do with $25?" I don't know, but it's gonna be free coming from us.
Look, so it's free. You can figure it out. Do something with it. Figure that part out. We got some cool stuff in here. You know,
you can make some money off. I can see somebody turning $25 into $2,500.
Hey,
you know. Let me see. Now we're not using AT&T. We're using Spectrum.
It's called Spectrum here.
Yeah, it's just bad. He said, it's Spectrum. It's bad. Yeah. Unfortunately, they got a monopoly. But yeah, so that's all we got. Thanks everybody for jumping on. Quick recap. You got to understand the financial freedom game. There's a timeline on our working years. And if we're not working towards financial freedom, there's going to be some people that say they don't care about being wealthy. I'm not talking to y'all. Just saying. I'm not talking to y'all, okay? I'm talking to people who want this, all right? I hate trends too. But, in business, we gotta get...
Them doggone trends be killing me. I'm like, what's new this week? Like, dang.
But and you also got to understand how money works. And you got to understand that taxes, both personal and business, play a huge part in your fight and your flight and your plight to financial freedom. So thank y'all for jumping on.
Thanks, guys.
TikTok, Instagram. Hopefully you'll see it later on. We'll push something out there.
Yeah.
Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe. We need y'all to Where do I message? Anywhere you see
Anywhere.
Anywhere you see, anywhere, whatever platform you on,
Yeah.
message us your email once you are locked in.
Yeah. Once you say done, then you know.
Yeah, I'm checking all platforms. I'm checking all platforms. So
you late, John, you can just go back and watch it.
Go back to YouTube, you'll watch it.
It's okay. It'll be on replay.
But yeah, that's it. We got a late start today.
Yep.
Today is our late day. We started 1.
Yeah, we started 1 today, so this is our admin day. So we stayed on a little bit late.
That's what's up, Tracy.
I made it too late. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, we're from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Big Boy says y'all are dope. Thank you, Big Boy. We appreciate that.
Well, if we're dope, then smokers, man. Smokers, inhale all this knowledge. Inhale all this knowledge, and then when you exhale, don't worry about it. I used to rap, so when you listen, inhale this dope. When you exhale, make sure you put it in somebody's face that can use it, so they can get high from the knowledgeable contact. Y'all wasn't ready for that one. Y'all was not ready for that one. So
I was like, what?
Check it out, man. Hey, what I want y'all to do, man.
Linda said I did it yesterday. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, we got you.
We got you.
We got you right here, Linda. You good?
You like that, Tracy?
Angelina say LOL.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Listen, we gotta learn the information.
I'm like, who is this dude?
We gotta learn the information. And then what we have to do is we have to package it so we can relay it. We don't have to give everything away. That can be another form of business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
People are not paying for knowledge. They're paying for your time. They're paying for the time that it's going to take for you to explain it to them.
Yep.
Everybody can't teach. Everybody don't want to teach. If that ain't you, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the people who are going to sit down and have a heart to deal with the people who want to get to the next level. So I'm Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
I'm Clyde.
I'm Bonnie.
And we are the Blank Spot Sublimation Blank Store. Blanks and Supply Store. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. I thought it was a commercial. Appreciate y'all for jumping on. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, tag, all that stuff. If you want to be a part of the giveaway this week, you only have to register one time.
You got to subscribe to YouTube.
If you ain't subscribing, see, I learned how to check the YouTube subscribers, so I'm going to check. And if you happen to win and you ain't subscribed, guess what I'm going to do?
We're taking that $25 back and we're going to give it to somebody else.
I ain't said that.
I said it.
So yeah, we're taking it back. We might not do it again, but y'all have a better than amazing day.
Have a great day, y'all.
We appreciate y'all as always. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You guys take care.
Peace.